me. If I slap you, Highland. All right, we're live. I don't have anybody on. All right, give me a mic check. You got your earpiece in?
Yeah, but it's not.
Remember, you got to pull the other mics down.
Yeah, we already did that.
All right, so you got this mic up? Oh, wait. Check. 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 It's going to delay. Oh, you got to hit the head.
Bump. Hello.
Check. Yeah? How's the sound? Check. Got it? All right, we're in business, finally. Good evening and welcome to Woodstown Wolverines Live. I am your play-by-play analysis gentleman. My name is Christopher Snyder. I'm an administrator here at Woodstown. And I'd like to welcome all of our fans and family and friends to another exciting night of Woodstown Wolverines football. Tonight was senior night, and we celebrated a variety of seniors, both in the football team, the cheerleaders, and as well as our band, of course. So we want to make sure we recognize everyone. Our captains are headed out onto the field at this time, and the coin toss is about to take place. The Wolverines are gearing up and getting ready to celebrate coming onto the field for our last regular season home game versus the Glassboro Bulldogs. Both teams have struggled a little bit this year, and now we are getting ready to see a battle of two Titans, hopefully with a win for the Wolverines. Natalie, what do you think about our prospects for tonight?
I'm thinking that this is probably going to be a good game, actually. Both the Bulldogs and the Wolverines, again, have struggled, and I think the Bulldogs right now are 3-3, and the Wolverines right now are 2-4, so let's see how that goes.
Yeah, it'd be great if the Wolverines could pull a win out here tonight, taking that momentum from last week at the Shallock homecoming game. What a great win, 21-20. What'd you think of that, Axel?
I think that was a very close game. It was very exciting to watch, and it was just overall a very, very good game.
I agree. We definitely had some great heroics last week, and we're going to definitely need that again this week. The defense is going to be key to this game. What other key features you think are going to be out there, guys?
Like you said, I think the defense is probably definitely going to be a key structure to this game. If the Woodstown offense can pull through, we could probably have a win here. But the Bulldogs could eventually get some touchdowns and maybe block some of Woodstown offense. So who knows what's going to happen.
I agree. Definitely, that goal line stand last week was a huge momentum builder for Woodstown because Shallock could not punch it in from the 1-yard line after 4 consecutive tries, and that kind of deflated the Shallock team. We're hoping for a little bit more of that tonight. So, again, that defense has got to step up, and we got to see some good things from the front line. I think the front line is key here tonight because penalties really hurt the team last week. What do you guys think?
Yeah, the penalties definitely hurt our team last week.
Well, folks, we're getting ready to get under the way. The Woodstown Wolverines enter onto the field. Again, as Natalie said, we're 2-4 at this time. Been a tough season for this Wolverines team. They have a great mix of seniors, juniors, and some young players. So maybe somebody that's a little bit hungry tonight will step up and make a great play to get our momentum shifted towards a winning season. right, ladies and gentlemen, Woodstown Wolverine fans all across the globe, I hope you're tuning in. We are getting ready to kick off and start this game off again with the Woodstown Wolverines taking on the Glassboro Bulldogs. I am here with my co-hosts, Miss Natalie Toy and Mr. Axel Hanto, who are here to do a little bit of play-by-play and color. Both students are in the Communications Academy. And why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Natalie Toy.
I'm Axel Hanto.
All right, guys. I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. Again, our Woodstown Wolverines Live is because of a generous grant that came from the SCVTS program that allowed us to produce our shows live at anywhere and any location. So this program is going to build in the future, and what we're trying to do is build communication students to learn a variety of techniques, both with cameras, production, direction, and obviously with announcing. Last week we had Henrik Holke and Jake Danini, and this week we have Natalie Toy and Axel Hanto, who are going to be sitting in. Again, my name is Chris Snyder. I'll be doing the play-by-play for a little while, and I hope to turn it over to these two and let them bounce off their ideas. And please, feel free to comment on YouTube. We love to see your comments. Let us know what we're doing right, doing wrong. If the volume's not too good, let us know that. It's a little difficult. We don't have the best equipment in the world, but we do try. And we have some great camera people out there tonight who are working on a variety of different angles. I'll get those names to you later. But we're set for kickoff here at Woodstown at Clint Ware Memorial Stadium. Do you need that camera? Guys, you announce.
There goes Connor Batten with the kickoff. Number 4 on Glassboro Bulldogs receives the ball. And that is at the 35-yard line.
You see the Woodstown Wolverines are really stepping up their defense this last week with a very, very good stop right at the goal line on their win against Charlotte.
I'm just wondering.
Last time these two teams met, Woodstown and Glassboro, Woodstown won. It was 27-6. So let's see how this one turns out. Glassboro Bulldogs have the ball. And they are stopped.
Can you hear okay? So just make sure, prep them like when they're getting ready to get in the huddle. Say, back in the huddle, get ready to line up. Try to pick up the numbers. I'm going to get you a program so you can announce the names, all right? I'll be right back.
The Woodstown defense is starting off very, very good tonight with a loss of 1 yard. It is 2nd and 11.
And there he goes. That was a good play by the Glassboro Bulldogs, stick it inside of bounds. And that is a Glassboro Bulldogs first down. First and 10. It's 2nd and 5. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get another first down. And that is a fumble. Trying to see who recovered that.
Yeah, I know. But
Bulldogs ended up getting it back. 3rd and 11. Number 5 gets the ball. And he is brought down.
oh, perfect. Awesome. Yep.
Yeah, does it get, so does. They actually use, so number 4 who got that run before, he's actually a wide receiver. It's DB standing.
Right now it's 4th and 12. And they are going to punt.
It's going to be hard for you to get in there. Megan. I'm just being honest. We don't have any room.
And it stops at the 30-yard line.
What's that?
I have an idea.
If you can slide in.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to slide over a little bit.
What is she? Just the camera?
I took the ball good that way a little bit. What happened?
And like that.
You guys hit the thing down here or something?
We did.
Something got hit.
So you lost the scoreboard?
Yeah, you guys hit it down here or something. Something happened. All of a sudden it just went off. It goes all the way to there. somewhere,
Nobody
Chris.
scored. It was an
How much
accident.
time left?
8:55, I think.
Sorry
Adam.
about that. Our clock just malfunctioned, I guess.
Hold on.
10 minutes, 15 seconds.
Wait a second.
10 minutes, 15
It's got to. Please enter your model code. What's the model code? Okay, good.
Slight technical delay here, folks. We bumped into one of the devices here. So we're on a little bit of a delay. We apologize.
How much on that?
10:15.
We upset Coach Highland, and we want to apologize because we kicked one of the cords out. So bear with us. We had some technical difficulties. We are back live. Coach Highland, as always, under pressure, figures it out just like he does during the wrestling season. This guy is the master of disaster.
All right.
The
now
man
where
with
we
the plan.
at? On the 30.
All right, we're back in business. Whistle stop.
You gotta be careful of the wires, guys.
Head referee just waiting to set up.
All right.
It is 1st and 10.
Looks like Husser goes around and picks up about 8 yards on the play. Moves up to the 41
I didn't touch anything down there.
of Woodstown. That'll be a first down, it looks like. Or maybe just first down. Great run there by Husser, huh, guys?
Yeah, I would think so.
All right, Husser back under center. Looks like Parsons in the backfield. Parsons, nope, it goes to Deshaun.
And it is 2nd and 13 with
Now that play went to Hall, and very short notice there was sacked in the backfield by the Bulldogs. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 14, as Natalie just said.
2nd.
Husser under center, snaps, hands off. No, he keeps it. Husser on a breakaway, wide open, still on his feet.
Husser got a very nice breakaway on a run from the quarterback. Made it all the way to the 12-yard line. This looks like it's going to be a very good game.
Yes, sir, Axel. That's a first down for the Wolverines. 12 yards to go. Another counter. Marquis Walls right up the middle. Picks up 2, maybe 3 yards to about the 9-yard line. Could be the 8-yard line, Coach Highland says. Now, I'm going to go with Coach Highland because he usually knows these things.
Tough angle, Mr. Snyder, tough angle.
As he said, that is a tough angle here from the booth. And again, that'll bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Wolverines. Husser again under center. Parsons in the backfield. Parsons picked up quick on the counter. Looked like a quick dive, on the right side tackle for no gain, maybe a loss of a yard on the play. Looks like maybe 3rd and 6. A key 3rd down here, don't you think, guys?
Yeah, definitely. If they don't get in now, who knows if they'll go for a field goal attempt.
Eight yards from the goal line. The Woodstown seem to be performing very well tonight.
Another pitch out there to number 28. Number 28, Alexander Stewart. No, that was Marquis Walls again. I'm sorry, it looked like 28, but it was number 20. Marquis Walls gains about 9 on that play for a first down. That'll bring up 1st and goal to go for the Wolverines.
Come on, boy.
Husser under center, Parsons in the backfield.
Go. He's in there. Touchdown.
Looks like a touchdown, Wolverines. Number 11, Tariq Husser on a keeper right up the middle. Takes it in for pay dirt. 6 points on the board for our Wolverines. That was a great drive, huh, guys?
Yeah, it was definitely a great drive. They got 1st and goal after going 9 yards, and then they got in. So that was definitely a great drive.
Great to see. Looks like Batten will line up for the kick for the extra point. Snap is down, and the kick is up and good. Splits the uprights beautifully. Batten on the board. Wolverines 7, and the Bulldogs 0. A shout out to Mrs. Adams, who's listening tonight, and she shouts out to you, Axel. You have anything to say to Mrs. Adams?
Thanks, Miss Adams, for watching, and you're a great biology teacher.
All right. We definitely can agree to all that. Mrs. Adams, the wife of Mr. Adams, head coach of the Wolverines. To announce this kickoff and everything,
Who's the kicker? Connor Batten runs up to the ball.
What a kick.
And it's to number 4, Keon Sam. And he's running. I don't think anybody's going to be able to catch him.
Adios.
With a breakaway by Keon Sam, it is a touchdown for the Bulldogs. This is a key moment for the Bulldogs, whether or not they can make the field goal. Last week's game was dependent on this. The Wolverines won by a single field goal.
Maybe the Wolverines can block a field goal like they did last week, but who knows?
just like these stats about how much like not touch, but like points they get per like quarter. So like their strength
Oh, he made it. It's good.
And that is good. Wolverines 7, Bulldogs 7.
It hit the post and then went over.
Barely went over.
What's the abbreviation for the kicker?
On her back.
But like, what's the abbreviation for like the kicker?
Usually says K, but he plays other positions.
Okay.
I didn't see what
All right, Bulldogs get themselves right back into this game on an uncontested return. A small stiff arm to the face mask of one of the Woodstown players led to an opening. Rob Parkell picks up the squib kick and picks it up and takes it for about 15 yards ahead. Woodstown will take over on their own 42-yard line as we have 6:50 left in the first quarter with your score 7-7.
This game definitely started to very quickly, 7-7, and there's still 6:50 left on the clock. Tyreek Husser getting the ball.
Husser on the carry, returns the favor with another stiff arm right back for a great gain of about 18 yards. Woodstown is threatening again right about on the Bulldogs' 41-yard line. 1st and 10 Wolverines. Malik Parsons takes it, hands off right over center. A great block up front. Led to a great gain of about 6 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Wolverines are on the 35-yard line of Glassboro. Again, if you're just joining us, 7-7 is the score with 6:15 left in the first quarter. Parkell takes a handoff right up the middle again. Oh, it was a fake to Parkell. Faked me out.
Tyreek Husser attempts to run with no gain of yards.
It is 3rd and 3.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. It's kind of scary.
Abu Hall going around the end on the sweep, but is denied
And there's
by
a
number
flag on the
84, Adam Swint of Glassboro. A great open field tackle, but there is a flag on the play.
What was that? I didn't see it.
That's a holding on the Wolverines.
Again, penalties hurt the Wolverines. They've had a great squad this year, but penalties have really been the difference in a lot of these games. And again, after threatening on several successive drives. They go backwards 10 yards and are now faced with a 3rd and 10. Wolverines change personnel a little bit for this play. You have Eric Onis out wide right, Emerson Guerra out wide left, and Parsons in the backfield. Passing play, Hustler back to pass, rolls out. Oh! Through the hands of number 9, Bobby Woodruff. So the Wolverines will be backed up to 4th and 10, and they will punt on this play. Again, guys, as we have said, penalties is going to be the big difference in this game, and once again, a key penalty at the wrong time led the Wolverines to this situation.
Yeah, definitely. If they didn't have that penalty, I don't know what would have happened, but there was probably a good chance we would have gotten a 1st down. So
I agree. The momentum was definitely going our way up until that penalty. Light snap, but a good punt. A fair catch, but drop, and it looks like the Wolverines will recover. It'll be up to the refs here, but on first glance, it sure looked like the Wolverines had it. Oh, no. The ref calls it in favor of the Bulldogs. Slipped right through the hands of the Glassboro receiver for that kick.
Oh, the flag's pink for this game?
Okay, maybe they are.
that's a false start.
No, that's a offsides against the Wolverines. It's declined. That was on the kick. So Glassboro will take over by declining that penalty. 1st down and 10 for Glassboro at the 13-yard line, it appears. Glassboro in the shotgun. Number 11, their quarterback, Gavin Shields, takes the snap, hands it off
That was a false start.
to number 4, Le'Veon Barnes, who has been their key runner thus far. That is the individual who hurt the Wolverines on that long kickoff return for a touchdown. And again, picks up some good yardage, about 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs. If you're just joining us live again, it is 7-7, tie score here with 4:40 left in the first quarter. Shields again underneath, hands it off to number 6. Or excuse me, number 5, Esam Golden, for another good run of about 4 yards. So that'll bring up a 3rd and short 2 for Glassboro.
That was a false start. The offsides is the hips. Is when he hits his hips.
I'm not sure. I know the.
Yeah.
Did the field hockey team win today?
Again, a good block outside by number 5. It's still on his feet. Number 8, Niger Brown for Glassboro,
Number 1.
is able to slide around the right side and pick up a 1st down. Glassboro at the 30-yard line, at their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10, again with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Glassboro showing some good offense in this last series of plays. Quarterback snap backwards, fumbles. Number 11 still has time to pick it up and run it, but he's clobbered by number 58, Justin Polo, with a key tackle there. 11 could have been on a long run, Gavin Shields, but we were able to shut him down. Polo with some smart tackling from behind.
Loss of 3 yards.
That was a loss of 3 yards for the Bulldogs.
All right, Shields in the shotgun again. Goes back, hands it off to number 5 again. No, 5 is on the block. It's number 8, Nigeria Brown. Again, sweeps right. Woodstown has a lot of trouble with these speedy runners around the end. They're going to have to shut down the defensive side.
Here's a flag on play. Holding on the offense. That is a foul on the offense.
10-yard penalty on the Bulldogs coming up for holding. Still second down, but it'll be about a second and long 13 yards. Or excuse me, keep on going. We're looking at about a second and 23 yards, excuse me. This is a great time, don't you think, guys, to see a Wolverine turnover?
Yeah, it would definitely be a great time to see a Wolverine turnover. Maybe get into, like ahead of the Bulldogs, but that pass was intended for number 4, Keon Saab. It was incomplete, right through the hands.
No doubt about that. Shields threw that one on the mark, and it went right through the hands of his key player. So that's a key factor. Brings up a long and very long 3rd and 23 for the Bulldogs. Again, the Wolverine secondary has really got to get sharp on some of these plays to prevent it. There goes Brown again around the right side, but not this time. The Woodstown Wolverines say no go and put him down. A host of Wolverines on the tackle on that play, led by number 15, Emerson Garrett. All right, Glassboro set the punt, a long 4th and about 20. This should give Wolverines really good field position. A decent kick. And it looks like it went out of bounds at about the 51-yard line. What appears to be about the longest quarter in the history of mankind. We have about 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
Never saw a 51-yard line before.
A great point by Coach Hyman. 51-yard line does not exist. It's on the 48 of the Bulldogs. It's been a long day, folks, and I do apologize. I promise you there's no drinking going on in this booth. Only water and cocoa, hot cocoa.
That was given to number 20, Marquis Walls. And it is 2nd and 6.
Rushing appears to be Woodstown's strong suit with 1,100 rushing yards this season.
Great statistic there, Axel. Appreciate that. It's amazing to see how hard these guys have been playing and not getting the W's. It's incredible. Malik Parsons on the carry there, gets a couple maybe, brings up a long 3rd and 3 for the Wolverines. About 35 seconds left here in this first quarter. It has been a battle back and forth. This is very typical of Wolverine football this year. struggled to maintain possession and put points on the board.
It's 3rd and 3 on the 41 yard.
Hustler hands off to Parsons again. He may have got it. It's going to be very close. Ref is calling 4th down at the Bulldog 38. A 4th and inches play. What will Coach Adams go to, guys? What do you think? Who's their go-to guy on this play?
I don't know. Maybe.
We're not sure as to exactly how they're going to run this play, but they have been playing their players very carefully, and it's been a very great game.
I agree there, Oxel. We got a stoppage of play here for changing of the sides. Second quarter about to begin with your score 7-7 under the lights here Friday Night Football. And I got to tell you, I think they're going to go with a quarterback keeper because Hustler's been pretty hot today with that first touchdown that he got. A couple of key runs. He's been faking the ball really well. Doing well with holding on to possession of the ball as well, and honestly threw a pretty good pass today. So Hustler has been on fire.
Yeah, he definitely has been on fire lately. He's been one of the team leaders this year.
A shout out here to my wife, Miss Karen Morocco, who is just tuned in to our broadcast here. Has been a #1 volunteer for the Woodstown Wolverines, and I'm not gonna apologize for this, but I'm gonna bet it's probably close to 30 years. She's been around, working hard, concession stands, band, all kinds of sporting events. Miss Karen Morocco, you're the best, and we thank you for all your service. All right, the Wolverines take over. Short down. They do decide to give it to Parsons, but it looks like he did get it. It's going to be really close, but I think by momentum, he was able to move forward and take that first down. What do you think, guys? Moving the chains. Move those chains. There we go. Moving the chains. First down, Wolverines.
It's very close to telling that play, but the Wolverines got a first down.
The Bulldogs have been playing a very strong defense tonight, but they're just not quite strong enough. With the Wolverines pushing very hard, moving forward inch by inch.
Unfortunately, the Wolverines with a false start. Number 55, Luke Hildreth, just a little anxious on the play. And it looked like it might have even been a passing play because I saw him go into a block formation. And that does happen from time to time. But again, penalty here, 5-yard penalty. It's going to put us at 1st and 15 from the Bulldog. Looks like 37 or 38. Referees seem to be spending an inordinate amount of time trying to figure this one out. What do you think, Coach Island?
They do indeed. That first quarter was quite long, by the way, Mr. Snyder. I agree, but both played very well, I thought. Great game so far.
Outstanding commentary there, Mr. Highland.
I do my best.
Looking forward to another great wrestling season this year.
Thank you, sir.
Had a great season last year. What did we win last year, Mr. Highland?
We won our first ever Tri-County Division title, school history, so I'm very proud of the guys and really, really looking forward to this season as well. Appreciate your support, Mr. Snyder.
Absolutely, and I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to bringing this Sling Studio down to Atlantic City this year, even though they're probably not going to let me do it.
We'll get you in there.
I hope so. Okay, here we go. Back to action. Hustler under center. Parsons in the backfield. Hustler back to pass. Lets it go. A floater. It's up for grabs. And it's no good.
With an incomplete.
Looked like it either slipped off his hand or somebody got a piece of it as it went up in the air. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Did they cancel that penalty or something?
It was a false start, and then it was too many men on the field.
Oh, there you go. Jump in. Tell the fans what happened.
So on the previous playback, there was a false start, and then there was too many men on the field for the Bulldogs and a false start for the Wolverines, so it canceled each other out.
All right. Thanks, Natalie. Appreciate that clarification. Obviously, I was too busy talking to Mr. Highland on that. Malik Parsons takes the ball for no gain. Maybe a half a yard on that play. That'll bring up a 3rd and long 10 for the Wolverines. All right, the Wolverines break out of the huddle. Husser
3rd and 10.
under center, 3rd and 10. Parsons in the backfield. Garrett out wide left. Hand off to Parsons again. Off tackle on the right-hand side. It'll bring up a 4th and about 6 from the Bulldog 33.
Flag on the play.
Oh. That's all.
It was flag on the play on sportsmanlike conduct. I think that is 15 yards.
Not sure what the violation was. Could have been some type of slap or language. We're just not sure. Couldn't pick it up. But that unsportsmanlike is going to give the Wolverines a 1st down.
That was definitely a flag that... Wait, what's going on?
They haven't marked off the penalty yet. Wolverines came out of the huddle too quickly.
That was definitely a flag that hurt the Bulldogs by a lot, but gave the Wolverines another chance.
Again, I want to give a shout out to our crew, our amazing crew tonight. Multiple camera angles here tonight. We have 4 camera crews going, from volunteers from the Video Communications Club, Communications Academy, Mr. Brashanti's crew. It's a real team effort. Wolverine run on the play, not much on the carry, tripped up by number 21 on the Bulldogs. That is Tyrell Robinson with a great shoestring tackle there to prevent a big gain. I'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the Bulldog 15-yard line. Hustle snaps again. Back to Parsons, off tackle on the left side, no gain. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10. All right, Hustler gets underneath. This is a huge 3rd down here for the Wolverines. They got to show some action here. Handoff inside again. Coach Adams going with 3 for 3 up the middle, hoping to fool the Bulldogs, but they were not fooled. They shut that down pretty quick. And that'll bring up a 4th and 8 for the Wolverines. It'll be interesting to see if they go for the field goal here, guys, or if they go for it.
Looks like they're good.
Yeah, they're gone. No, actually they're not. No,
Looks
yeah,
like they're lining up for
for the field goal.
the field goal. All right, this will be looks like a 35-yard attempt for the Wolverines. Connor Batten lining it up to kick. The snap is down, no good. Gets up to run it.
Turnover on downs.
Unfortunately, the snap was a little high, and the holder had difficulty getting it down, so that kick was negated. Batten didn't get a shot at it. Would have been great to see if that leg would have put that through the uprights. Batten having a good season this year. But the Wolverines will turn it over on downs.
Connor Batten has definitely had a good season this year, especially for just being a sophomore.
Doing your homework?
I was doing my homework all afternoon. Like, I found a screenshot of that and a bunch of other things.
Number 8, Nigeria Brown, gets outside, does some dancing around, gets a huge gain, but a host of Wolverine tacklers get in on the play. And it'll be a first down for the Bulldogs. Again, another battle royale with a team this year, guys. We've been seeing it all season long that the Wolverines just have been unable to break free of some of these penalties and things that are really hurting them and keeping them from scoring.
Yeah, they're able to score more, but a lot of their penalties are just messing everything up.
I agree. Coach Ordahl calls a timeout here for the defense. He wants to get a reset. Certainly does not want to let a big play for the Bulldogs happen here like we've had happen in the past. We want to go into that locker room either ahead or at least at the same score we are now. Plenty of time left in the second quarter with 7:37 on the clock.
With only half as many rushing yards as Woodstown does this season, the Bulldogs seem to be performing really well.
That's a great statistic there, Axel. What do you think the Wolverines are going to have to do here to try to get this ball back?
Just keep pushing.
All right. Timeout is over, and the Bulldogs are going to line up here. Be interesting to see what play Coach Ordahl called for and what they're looking to shut down. There's a huge wide left with two wideouts. Goes out to pass, number 11, Shields finds an open man, and it is a first down. Did not catch the number.
Flag on the play.
Looks like a personal foul, probably on the Wolverines. It looked like a late hit. Can't be sure, but I'm thinking that's probably what it was, Coach Highland.
They have unnecessary roughness. Looked like that to me. Throwing them out of bounds.
Could have been. Could have been.
I know in wrestling that would have been unnecessary roughness.
That looked like a late hit to me.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a significant penalty against the Wolverines, and that's the kind of penalties that we're talking about, that you just got to play smart football. And no, when a player steps out of bounds, it's hands off. It only makes sense, and that makes the game safer and allows us to stay in the game. These big penalties like that really, really hurt.
Yeah, and sometimes you can't let your ego or your aggression take over you. You just gotta back off.
I agree, Natalie. So the Wolverines are going to have to come back from that one. A big 15-yard penalty brings up 1st and 10 at the Wolverines' 43-yard line. Another run play from the Bulldogs, but a swarm of Wolverines led by Rob Parkell bring him down. Looked like number 21, Terrell Robinson, on the carry on that play. A Wolverine is hurt on the field right now. I sure hope he's okay. I'm not sure who that player is that's down right now.
Brought out Trainer Dan.
Looks like he's going to get up on his own. Number 58.
Justin Polo.
Justin Polo.
And he is back up.
Probably just got his bell rung a little bit on that play. Justin plays very aggressive, great player, plays hard every game, works hard, and sometimes that happens. So he's going to sit out for a play. take a breather, and hopefully the Wolverines will keep shutting this down. They picked up 3 yards on that play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7 from the Wolverine 39. Looks like Saab in the backfield. Directly snapped to Saab. Takes it around the end, dances around the end again for a big gain of about 6 yards. Might be just short of the first down. Oh, a bad spot by the refs. Looks like maybe he stepped out of bounds a little bit before. So this will bring up a long 3rd and 2. Again, looks like they're directly snapping it to Saab on these plays. They have not run it with the quarterback, Gavin Shields. Not sure what happened to Shields, if he got hurt or
Timeout Woodstown.
Or if they have decided to go straight to snapping to the running back. You know, that's a trick play that was used against the Wolverines by the Gloucester Catholic Rams very consistently. A runner, number 2, Mays, for the Rams. They consistently snapped the ball to him, and he was able to run through the Wolverine defense all night long. I certainly hope the Wolverines can shut down number 4, Keon Saab, who's had a pretty good night thus far. Again, this will bring up a key 3rd down with 6 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock in the first half. Saab is playing quarterback. They hand it to Niger Brown, who once again finds a way to get through. Very slippery as he slides on through right up the middle around several Wolverines to pick up a huge gain of about 10 yards. That'll bring up a Glassboro Bulldog first down. They go into hurry-up offense. And it looks like Saab has replaced Gavin Shields at quarterback, period. The pitch to number 5, Isam Golden, for another big gain.
The rushing by the Bulldogs tonight has just been massive. The defense really needs to step up their game as they're getting pushbacks. It's moving pretty quick.
I agree, Axel. There's some work to be done here, and the Wolverines are really going to have to start focusing on picking up the ball from the quarterback, and they're going to have to shadow some of these guys and make sure that they're not getting outside. Make them cut back inside and get the linebackers on them. Again, Shields came back in. Niger Brown dances around, but number 74... Number 74, Colin Updike, was able to make the stop, along with another host of Wolverines. Looked like Bobby Woodruff was in on that play as well. First down, though, for the Bulldogs. Again, they are threatening. They are at the 11-yard line. Plenty of time left in this second quarter, but the Wolverines really got to shut it down. Snap to number 1, Roman Honey, with a long gain again. It'll bring up a 2nd and 1 on the 3-yard line of the Wolverines. We're hoping for a goal line stand here like we saw last week, guys.
Yeah, last week with Wolverines blocking the field goal attempts, that was phenomenal. And that is a Bulldog touchdown. And it looks like number 21 for the Bulldogs was sitting there and checking out his ankle. So he might be out sooner or later if he gets hurt.
Number 1, Roman Honey takes it in for the Bulldog touchdown. And I got to tell you guys, that was a really, really tough run for the defense there. The Woodstown defense could not stop them on any of those plays.
Normally this Woodstown defense is on point, but it just seems like today they're falling apart a little bit.
Number 9, Seth Carr, splits the uprights as a Wolverine almost blocks the kick. It's very close. But the Bulldogs will go up 14-7.
Watch your court.
With 4:50 left on the clock. The Wolverines will set to receive and hopefully put another 7 on the board before this half. What do the Wolverines got to do to get back in this game, guys?
Their offense just needs to start focusing and trying to get some first downs.
They really need a touchdown by the end of this half.
Bulldogs. Looks like the Wolverines must have had a penalty on that last kick, maybe roughing the kicker. I'm not sure what the penalty was, but Glassboro is lining up, it looks like, in Wolverine territory. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I'm not sure how that could be even possible. Okay, must have been a rough in the kicker or some type of personal foul because it's a 15-yard penalty. But the Bulldogs are kicked from the Wolverines 45, and it's still short. Not sure who was the receiver on that kick. Looked like number 21, Abu Hall. A very short game by the Wolverines, and they will take over 1st and 10 from their 15-yard line. All right, if you're just joining us again, the Bulldogs just went up by 7. The score 14-7, Glassboro over Woodstown. And Woodstown just received the kickoff. Husser under center. Parsons in the backfield. Husser keeps it, runs around the right side.
A first down for the Wolverines.
That was a good run for number 11, Tyreek Husser. Number 21 for the Bulldogs is down on the ground again. I think there might be something with his ankle or maybe his leg.
Appears to be a cramp for number 21, Tyrell Robinson.
He's up, and it looks like he's getting off of the field. First and 10 for the Wolverines.
Bit of a bumble in the backfield there. Husser loses control over the ball from the center. Unfortunately, the ball falls down, but we do recover it. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 11 from the Bulldog 20, or from the Wolverine 26.
Bulldog defense just seemed to be getting better since the first start of the game.
On the misdirection, Walls goes around end, but number 5, Esam Golden, read that play beautifully and was able to spy on Marquis and follow him around for a huge loss of about 5 yards.
It's 3rd and 15 on the 20-yard line.
About 3:25 left here in the first half. Wolverines are hoping to put up some more points on the board before they go to half. It's beginning to lightly rain out there.
There's a flag on the play. That was a delay of game. Won the Woodstown Wolverines. It's 3 and 20. They're down by about a mile.
On the reverse, a little confusion in the backfield. Husser in the running back. Looked like maybe Deshaun Watson. Nope, it was Abu Hall. Bumped into each other. And the Bulldogs read that quickly and were able to shut it down. A long 4th and 22, and the Wolverines will have to punt.
The Wolverines really need to step it up if they're going to get back in this game.
Right now there's a timeout. Maybe the Wolverines can figure something out. The Glassboro Bulldogs are coming into this game, or not even coming into this game, are in this game with a 3-loss streak. Maybe they can end that streak tonight, but who knows? Number 71 with the punt.
Wait, 71.
That stops at about the 43 line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Given pass to number 2.
Liam Young.
And he let go of it.
It's a fumble recovered by Liam Young.
Sorry about that. We meant for number 2 on the Glassboro Bulldogs, Greg Brackett. He lost it and he recovered it. Number 11 passes it to number 8, Damir. Still, they are down at about the 45-yard line. It's 3rd and 7. Seeing this student section right in front of this booth, they're all hyped about this game.
Yeah.
1:47 left in the first half. Bulldogs have the ball. It's 3rd and 7. Number 11 is caught up.
Gavin Shields to fall.
Gavin Shields was caught up.
With a loss of yards for the Bulldogs. This rain really is not helping them. Let's just hope the the Wolverines can use this to their advantage.
Fourth and 16 for the Bulldogs. And we are back from a timeout.
Looks like Isom Golden is going to punt it, and Dimitri Abu Hall for the receive. Oh, good catch by.
Good catch by Abu Hall, number 21 for the Woodstown Wolverines.
Yeah, there you go. What did he say? Colors or something? What was he talking about? He said something.
There's a minute and 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's see if the Woodstown Wolverines can make it down to the other side of the field and get a touchdown.
What a run by the Woodstown Wolverines. Again, 1st and 10.
It was good enough for first down.
The ball's on the 46. 1st and 10.
The Wolverines keep running like that. We'll be down by the end zone in no time.
With 1 minute on the clock, the Wolverines really need to speed it up.
Two and 7 for the Wolverines. The ball was given to number 5,
There appears to be
Robert
a flag
Parkell.
on the play.
Face mask on the Bulldogs. $15 yards. This is when the flags for the Bulldogs, and if there is or there was these flags that definitely set back the Wolverines, this is when they can't happen. It's a crucial moment right now. Offsides on the Bulldogs.
Number 5. I think, or no, 5 yards. The student section's chanting, "You can't do that," which the Bulldogs definitely can, and if they keep this up,
And there was a false start on the Wolverines.
Oh.
So we were on the 28. Now we're on the 33.
There's 20 seconds left in the second, or not in the second half, in the second quarter. First and 14.
10 seconds left. They'd better hurry this up.
That is a complete pass to number 20, Marquis Walls.
Stop at the clock. There's a stop at the clock with 3 seconds left on the board.
Looks like they're going to go for the field goal attempt. There he goes, and he kicks, and it is no good.
So close. Almost skimming the uprights.
That is the end of the first half. 7-14, Glassboro Bulldogs. What do you think about that first half, Oxel?
Oh, I think that was pretty rough. The Wolverines really need to step it up if they're gonna pull ahead and win this game.
We usually do 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, the Wolverine defense hasn't been doing their best. But this last run here by the Wolverines on their offense, they were doing pretty well. With the help of some flags, they were doing really well.
No, marching band can be Mike.
Okay. Are we gonna like?
taking forever to get on and off of the field.
Taking forever to get on, or like I mean, if it's taking them a while, like immediately after this, or like if there's like a flag and they're discussing it, we say, wow, what a performance by the Woodstown Wolverines marching band.
And we have the cheerleaders and the marching band. Ready?
Three.
We have to wait until the teams come out. Trash. We're taking trash. Here, I'll get up. Oh, okay. Taking trash. You got trash?
Trash can right over there.
Yeah, but do you have trash?
Yes, I have lots of trash.
Well, then give me your trash. You're welcome.
See the Bulldogs re-entering the field.
Let's start the second half.
Third quarter.
Hopefully the locker room talk for the Wolverines will boost them.
And just hope Coach Hansy's able to keep things going like Coach Taylor had.
Yeah. He's a good coach. He looks like Andy. I like him. Good guy.
So the Glassboro Bulldogs are still entering onto the field. And in a minute, you'll see the Woodstown Wolverines.
I think their number one recruits also at his weight.
It's on this crew.
Champ of New York.
Let's get it done.
Yeah.
Boom.
Go team! So how did you enjoy your halftime, Axel?
It was really cool to see the band and the cheerleaders do their thing. It was really impressive.
I kind of missed the cheerleaders. I was out getting a cheeseburger from our concession stands.
Yeah, it was really cool to see like how in time they were. They knew what they were doing.
And our Woodstown Wolverines are out on the field.
Can you see this? Come back. Can you girls see the football team on my camera? I'm on the sideline here, and I have the whole football team on the shot. Zooming it in right now. Are you saying it or no?
Yeah, they're all out there getting limber, and they're having a team huddle right now. All right, And we are getting ready for our second half of this football game.
Let's see if the Woodstown Wolverines will perform better this half than they did last. They really need to bring the heat if they want to pull ahead.
Hopefully that halftime gave them enough locker room talk to help.
You might fire me if that happens again.
Woodstown Wolverines are receiving the ball.
It's a 21 or 51 that's receiving. Abu Hall to receive the kickoff.
Number 89 getting ready for the kick. There it goes. And it never left the ground. And there it goes.
Breakaway for the Wolverines.
Number 7, Brian Berry.
What a run for the Wolverines.
Stopping at the 48-yard line. Here we go. 1st and 10. Let's hope this Wolverine offense can pull through.
Oh, and a good push by the Wolverines again. That halftime really helped the Wolverines. They're starting off really well.
2nd and 4 for the Wolverines. They're probably going to get a 1st down, but who knows? This Bulldog defense has been on point. Ball given to number 25, Malik Parsons. And from what it seems, the Bulldogs might have a hurt player. Seems like the Bulldogs have had a lot of injuries tonight.
Could be a knee injury for the Bulldogs.
That was for number 8, Daimir Still, and he is limping off of the field. That's one of their key players here in this game. Who knows how it will change it? It's 3rd and 1 for the Wolverines. Seems like the refs are talking.
What did they call? There seems to be some sort of call on the play.
Oh!
They're checking to see whether it's 1st down or not.
Seemed a little bit late to determine. And it is a Wolverine first down.
Wow, that was really close.
That was so strange that they almost started the next play without checking it, don't you think?
Yeah, that was interesting.
I've never seen that happen before. First and 10 for the Wolverines on the 38-yard line. Number 11, Tyreek Husser, keeping the ball. For a gain of 2 yards. It's 2nd and 8 now for the Wolverines.
The ball is on the 36-yard line.
Seems like they're moving down the field.
They can keep up this pace. They may be able to even it out to 14-14.
And Rob Parkell gets the ball. Oh no, it wasn't Rob Parkell. Number 9, Bobby Woodruff, excuse me. Three and 8. 3 and 4 for the Wolverines. Given to number 20, Marquis Walls for Wolverine first down.
Marquis has been playing a very good game today, folks.
Marquis seems like he's been moving the ball along a lot. Same thing with Tyreek Husser. Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Wolverines.
What a run by the Wolverines.
That was number 25, Malik Parsons. That was another first down for the Wolverines. They just keep on inching closer and closer to the end zone. And that was given to number 5, Rob Parkell.
They're on the 5-yard line of the Bulldogs. Second and 4 for the Wolverines. Yeah, I got it.
That was given to Malik Parsons for a gain of about, I would say maybe 2 yards.
Third and 2 for Woodstown Wolverines. They are so close. Let's hope this doesn't turn out like last game, where the Wolverines stopped Shalleck at the end zone.
Ball was given to number 25, Malik Parsons. That is good for a 1st and goal.
On the 1-yard line. It is a touchdown for the Woodstown Wolverines.
Let's see if they can make this field goal and tie up the game.
watches her feet, okay, bud?
Yeah. Tell her to watch her feet so she doesn't kick any of them.
Corinne, yep.
Hey, Connor Batten goes for the kick.
Make it.
There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. And by what it seems,
Hey, Corinne, watch your feet.
Hey,
You gotta watch where
your
you're walking
feet.
over there, all those
Make sure-
cords. Don't step on any of that stuff. Thank you. That's how the clock went out earlier.
let's see what's going on. Holding on the Bulldogs. Pretty sure the Wolverines get to redo this kick.
No, I'm leaving on the court. No, I'll put it on the.
Looks like there's some confusion on the field.
It's a re-kick for the Wolverines.
Here we go. Connor Batten. And there's another flag on the play. Offsides on the Bulldogs again. Another flag.
The Bulldogs seem to be getting very, very anxious.
Seems like they really want to stop this field goal.
Subbing players for the 2-point conversion.
Do you think they're going to get this 2-point conversion?
I mean, I'd hope so. It'd put the Wolverines in the lead. The Wolverines are trying to put this over by brute force.
Depends on how he falls.
And the 2-point conversion is no good.
No good. Oh, what a stop by the Bulldogs.
This Bulldog defense, man, it's just been on point.
So back on the 40, right?
The score right now is 13-14. The Bulldogs still in the lead, only by 1 point.
Looks like this is going to be a very close game.
Yeah, maybe it might turn out like last week's game, where Woodstown was on top, only by 1 point. So after those 2 flags that the Bulldogs produced, the Wolverines were not able to tie the game.
A win tonight, and the Wolverines could make the playoffs.
Connor Batten getting ready to kick. And there he goes. That was a decent kick. Not the best, though, that we have seen from Connor Batten. Number 4, Keon Sabs, running with the ball. And that was a pretty good run. And there was a flag. And the flag appeared to be on the Bulldogs.
Block in the back. Called.
So here we go. The Bulldogs are just moving back towards their own end zone. they go. Ball was given to number 8, Daimir Still. Looks like he was back in the game after the injury.
Hey, Natalie, what do you think about the rain? How do you think it's affecting the players?
Well, I went out of the booth earlier, and it was kind of misting. It could affect the field conditions.
Yeah, you're right. And not only that, it must be very, very cold out there for those players.
Yeah, especially with it already being cold outside. I would not want to play that. Number 8, Daimir Still, moving the ball up a little bit.
Daimir, who walked off the field earlier from a knee or ankle injury, seems to be fully recovered and is back on the field.
3rd down and 3 yards to go for the Bulldogs. Rain's really starting to come down now that I can see it. Ball given to number 4, Keon Saab. That was a loss of a yard or 2.
So it's 4th and 4 on the Bulldogs 21. There's going to be a punt.
There's going to be a punt on the play. Number 5 punts the ball.
Abu Hall to
Receive. And he is moving forward.
Oh.
He
Not
was
a bad
just.
kick by the Bulldogs either.
Boo Hall was just squished under a pile. First and 10 for the Wolverines. Hopefully their offense keeps on producing. Number 25. Malik Parsons was given the ball on that play. For a gain of about 4-5 yards. Oh no, it was only a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for the Wolverines. Ball was given to number 25 again, Malik Parsons. And it looks like they lost some. This offense keeps on coming out as hot, and then it seems like they keep on fizzling. Given to number 20, Marquis Walls.
Most likely going to be a punt for the Wolverines. Yep.
Appears to be a punt for the Wolverines. Here we go. Number 71 punting the ball. And that
Hunter
was
Batten,
a beautiful
what a
kick.
punt.
Beautiful.
Wow. That was beautiful.
So is your voice delayed as well?
Yeah, it's all
minutes left in the third quarter. 13-14, Glassboro Bulldogs are winning.
We're doing it on purpose that way you can like shift the camera angle or something.
Let's keep it going. Come on, defense.
It looks like there appeared to be a flag on the play. False start on the Bulldogs. These Bulldogs in this third quarter have produced a lot of flags. Giving to number there was a flag on the play.
Looks to be a personal foul.
A holding on the Bulldogs.
What a second half the Woodstown Wolverines are having. It's big improvement from the first half.
But these Bulldogs, I feel kind of bad for them. They've had a lot of flags so far, and it's only 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Whistles are blown again by the refs. This rain is going down. It's coming down very, very heavy. That's a throw. Intended for number 4, and it's incomplete. And there's a flag on the play.
Most likely a push off on Keon Saab, number 4 on the Bulldogs.
And that
it is.
How many flags is that for the Bulldogs now, Axel?
Ooh, there's quite a few. Almost too many to count. This could be the turning point of this game.
These flags could come and hurt the Bulldogs in the end. Here we go. Number 8, Daimir Still, around on the side, and he is stopped. Fourth and 13 for the Bulldogs. Oh, it is fourth and 3
with the ball on the 11.
Here we go. Fourth and 3 for the Bulldogs. Looks like they're gonna punt. And that was a decent kick. And bounced off of number 21, Abu Hall's hands. And the Woodstown Wolverines.
Appears to be recovered by the Woodstown Wolverines. That could have been bad.
Definitely.
That thing was coming in hot, you know?
Here we go.
The Wolverines on offense with 1:38 on the clock. Let's hope they can make a touchdown.
There we go. Number 25, Malik Parsons was given the ball.
Looks to be 2nd and 6.
Woodstown Wolverines discussing what they're going to do next. 2nd and 6 for the Wolverines. There they go. Number 21, Abu Hall was stopped.
Sacked. Way behind the line of scrimmage.
That may come back to haunt the Wolverines.
Let's hope they can regain it and get a touchdown.
This student section at Woodstown here is getting really excited about the Woodstown having the ball right now.
This looks like it could be close. Oh! Husser running it, gaining about 5 to 7 yards. It is 4 and 7 for the Wolverines.
Can you pull that door all the way?
Looks like they're gonna kick it.
What? Yeah. That's a lot more air in that thing too.
Number 71, Hunter Batten, punting the ball. And it is stopped by number 5. Isam Golden. What an amazing play by
Block and
the
then a
Glassboro
recovery.
Bulldogs.
5 seconds left on the clock. This could be very, very bad for the Wolverines.
Going into the 4th quarter like this might be rough for the Wolverines. Five seconds left on the clock. This game has been very good so far. These two teams being very competitive. Given to number 8, Daimir Still. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter.
It is 14 to 13 with the Bulldogs in the lead by 1 point.
This has probably all of our fans on their toes right now.
Yeah, let's hope the Woodstown Wolverines can come back and crush the Bulldogs. Keep slow. Keep slow.
Marching band's performance at halftime was really, really good.
Yeah, it was. They were really well rehearsed. They were all in time, and there were no missteps.
Color guard was awesome.
Yeah, I could never do that. I'd probably drop the flag way too many times to do that.
Yeah, same. This is our last home game here at Woodstown High School. Here we go. 2nd and 7 for the Glassboro Bulldogs. Given to number 8, Daimir Still.
Oh, and he is sacked so far behind the line of scrimmage. This is going to be a very hard recovery for the Bulldogs.
He was sacked by Emerson Garrett, number 15 on the Woodstown Wolverines. Nice play by the Wolverines.
Coach Adams really must have given quite the speech at halftime because the Wolverines are really coming back.
They're definitely putting their head in this game this time. Given to number 11. Pass was intended for number 4, Keon Sabb, and was incomplete. Fourth and 12 for the Glassboro Bulldogs. Seems like the rain lightened up a little bit, don't you think, Oxel?
Yeah, I think it's still gonna keep them nice and cold because they're wet from earlier and it's not any better.
There goes the punt. It stops at about the 20-yard line. It'll be Woodstown's ball. Maybe they can move it down the field.
It is 1st and 10 with the ball on the Wolverines' 21-yard line.
It's given to number 25, Malik Parsons.
Looks to be a gain of about 2 yards.
And it looks to appear
Bulldogs player number 21, Tyrell Robinson, is on the ground. It appears to be hurt.
he had issues earlier in the first half of the game. Looks like those are coming back again.
Okay, I think it might be a header.
Appears to be maybe an ankle or a shin. Who knows? So the Wolverines with a second down and 8 yards to go. 10:49 left in the fourth and final quarter.
That's 10 minutes and 49 seconds for the Wolverines to get a touchdown. Let's see if they can come back and win this.
Be awesome for the Woodstown Wolverines maybe later on to be able to get that ball and move it far down the field.
It appears to be quite the injury on the field. This could affect the Bulldogs' performance, as Tyrell Robinson is a key player.
The whole Glassboro, almost the whole Glassboro team is coming out and seeing if number 21 Tyrell Robinson is okay. Like we said, he seemed to have an injury earlier on in the game, and we stopped 2 times for him.
For anyone who joined a little late, the score is 13-14, Bulldogs.
Looks like Tyrell Robinson has got up, and he's being helped off of the field. This might affect the game. Okay, 2nd and 8 for the Woodstown Wolverines. 10:49 left on the clock in the fourth quarter.
The ball is on the Wolverines 24 with the Wolverines in possession of the ball.
Given to number 20. That was a great run by number 20, Marquis Walls. It's good enough for a first down.
The ball is on the Wolverines 35.
That was definitely a good gain of yards. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Given to number 25, Malik Parsons.
It appears to be a gain of 5 yards.
Two and 4 to go. Or second and second down and 4 yards for the Wolverines. Given to number 5, Rob Parkell. And it looks like he might have gotten first down.
It appears to be about 1 yard short of first down. Let's see the Wolverines push through.
3rd down and 1 yard for the Wolverines. Bulldogs defense seems to be loosening up a little bit now.
It is first down for the Woodstown Wolverines.
Let's go, crowd. Pump it up. Having our students say.
8 minutes and 55 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. That was a nice play by Tyreek Husser and Rob Parkell. I kind of lost where the ball was for a second.
Yeah. It is second down with 8 yards to go, and the ball is on the Woodstown Wolverines 49.
Here we go. And number 11 sacked for
Tyreek Husser.
a huge loss.
Yeah, what? This is exactly the thing that we were hoping would not happen, but the Bulldogs have just stepped up their game.
And the rain appears to be coming down heavier than it was a little bit ago. No wonder that there has been a change in the way that these players are playing.
Seven minutes and 14 seconds left on the clock.
There's a timeout for the Woodstown Wolverines.
Wait, I think Glassboro called them. Wait, how did I don't pay attention.
Hey, Pods. Bulldog still rocking that sweatshirt, brother.
That last play was very unfortunate for the Wolverines.
Pass?
See Seems like Glassboro is ready to play some football right now.
It is 3rd and 12 on the 45-yard line.
These Wolverines are going to have to start passing. Oh, and Marquis Walls. That wasn't Marquis Walls. Abu Hall let that ball slip right between his fingers.
It's kind of hard because, like, one ball and they're right next to each other.
So there's a flag on the play. False start on the Woodstown Wolverines. Fourth down, and the Wolverines are down by a mile.
So,
Hunter Batten with the kick.
I start to try to do it. And then
Number 8, Daimir Still fumbles the ball. And he is stopped.
Tackled by
Looks
number
like Daimir
21,
Still is
Abu
hurt.
Hall. First and 10 for Glassboro.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. With 6 minutes and 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
This game is getting really tense.
Yeah, especially that the Bulldogs are only up by 1 point.
Yeah.
If the Woodstown Wolverines can get close enough to kick a field goal and they make it, that could change the whole game.
They have possession.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean.
With almost 7 minutes left on the clock, the Bulldogs make
And number 5, Isam Golden, was given the ball. And that was good enough for a Bulldog first down. First and 10 for the Bulldogs on the 45-yard line. Given to number 5, Isam Golden. For
It's
gain of a couple
about
yards.
4 yards. No, 5 yards.
What? I know I keep doing it because I think it's up here. Or they put
This
the
rain is getting so bad that it's dripping off of the booth. That ball and that dirt must be so slippery.
Can't even call it dirt anymore. It's probably more of a mud now.
Yeah, I would think so too. Pass was given to number 1, Roman Hani.
With a gain of about 2 yards, the Bulldogs are pulling closer and closer to the end zone.
Which could be a scary situation for the Woodstown Wolverines. 3rd down and 2 yards left for the Bulldogs.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play, and it's probably offsides on the Wolverines. And it will be a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
The Wolverines stepped up in the second half, but now they're crashing back down. They're not doing so great now.
Yeah, the Wolverines are crashing, and the Bulldogs, they crashed, and now they're coming back up again. Ball was given to number 8, Daimir Still. Looks like he came back into the game after laying on the sidelines, and it was recovered by the Woodstown Wolverines. Woo! This could change the whole game. This might be exactly what the Woodstown Wolverines needed. First and 10 for the Woodstown Wolverines.
The Wolverines are on the 31-yard line with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock.
We're trying to draw them off.
The Wolverines suffer a loss of yards.
Ball was given to number 25, Malik Parsons, on that play. Here we go, 2nd and 10 for the Wolverines. This rain is coming down hard. Given to number 20, Marquis Walls. And right now, these teams are slipping on the field when there is a tackle.
A gain of 5 yards. It is 3rd and 5 for the Wolverines.
3rd and 5 for the Wolverines. Let's see if they will be able to get a 1st down.
With 3.5 minutes left on the clock, the Wolverines really need this to get a touchdown.
This is a very scary situation for the Woodstown Wolverines.
The student section is getting very worked up. They are ready for the Woodstown Wolverines to score a touchdown.
That is a fumble. And somebody recovered it. We just can't tell who. Looks like the Wolverines got it back.
It is 4th down with 5 yards to go. Wolverines are going for it. And Tyreek Husser, is taken down on the line of scrimmage. It is a turnover to the Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs are one step closer to winning this game and ending their 3-loss streak.
The rain is coming down even harder now. It must be freezing for those players, and it must be very slippery. As you can see, like, the players are just tripping all over the place.
I'm starting to see little puddles in some spaces. Number 8, Daimir Still, is given the ball, and there was a flag on the play. Face mask on the Wolverines. That is a very, very bad situation. Wolverines are going to have to move back a couple yards.
15 yards lost.
Second and 1 for the Bulldogs. Ball is given to the Bulldogs. And he is pushed back a little bit by the Woodstown Wolverines. Some spots of this field are turning into little puddles. You could almost row in them.
With almost 2 minutes left on the clock, the Wolverines had better get a touchdown soon, or else this could be over for them.
They're down, 4 yards to go for the Bulldogs. (13-14) Bulldogs are winning. About a minute and 57 seconds left on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
It is 3rd and 4, and there is a flag on the play.
False start on the Bulldogs. That's going to push them back a little bit. Wolverines might have to have a chance, but they're going to have to act quickly.
It is 3rd and 9 for the Glassboro Bulldogs.
It's taking the Bulldogs a little bit to start this.
And a flag on the play.
They took a timeout, but they also have a penalty there for delay game.
A timeout for the Bulldogs, and most likely a penalty for a delayed game on the Bulldogs also.
Let's see the Wolverines hold them where they are, and maybe they'll have a shot at getting a touchdown.
And it looks like the coach for the Bulldogs was arguing with one of the refs.
I think so.
Refs are taking a little bit to discuss what is going on right now.
Yeah, there's a very dull time right now because nothing is happening. They're standing around and the refs are discussing what the call is to be.
like earlier, one of the coaches was arguing with one of the refs. Third and 9 for the Bulldogs with 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Ball given to number 5.
With almost no gain of yards, it is 4th and 7 for the Bulldogs.
The way the first quarter started definitely set a pace for this game. Here we go. Number 11. Throwing. And it is an incomplete pass.
The Bulldogs had gone for it, but it is no good. It is now 1st and 10 for the Wolverines on the 31-yard line.
Our student section here at Woodstown is screaming for Woodstown to get a touchdown. Let's hope all of their hopes and dreams come true. First and 10 for the Wolverines at the 31-yard line.
This could be the turning point for the Wolverines. This may be their chance to make it to the playoffs.
With a very little gain of yards on that play, let's hope that they can get some more and get a touchdown. 2nd and 7 for the Woodstown Wolverines. A minute and 14 seconds left on the clock.
It is 3rd and 7. There was no gain of yards that play.
Third and 7 for the Wolverines. And it is incomplete. I have no idea where he was throwing.
It went straight into nowhere.
Yeah, it looks like he was thrown to the heavens.
The Wolverines had better step up their game, otherwise this is the end of the game. There's only 45 seconds left on the clock.
4th and 8 for the Woodstown Wolverines. With 45 seconds left on the clock in the 4th quarter. This game has us all on our toes right now.
Come on, complete it.
Tyreek Husser doesn't throw the ball, and he is sacked.
And that's it. Husser was sacked deep in the backfield. This is a turnover on downs. This appears to be the end of the game. There's only 39 seconds left.
The only way that these Wolverines can possibly win is maybe if they get lucky. But at this rate, luck isn't an option here. You have to play a good game.
It's cold. It's very cold.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. You can see some of the Bulldogs' white uniforms are now dark because of how muddy this field has gotten. It appears
The Bulldogs are trying to run the clock out.
Yeah. He took a knee.
This is the end of the game.
Woodstown 13, Glassboro 14. Glassboro won this game.
What an intense game. It's just too bad. It's just too bad they were not able to win.
Yeah, it was like last week's Shallot's game. Glassboro Bulldogs finally broke their 3-loss streak. And Glassboro Bulldogs, I think, have a spot in the playoffs now.
Ooh, yeah. This could be their chance to make it into the playoffs. We'll see.
I'd like to thank all of the fans and the folks that came out here to this game tonight.
Yeah, and all the people. Yeah, all the people who volunteered to film the game. A lot of the communication students. It was really great.
Yeah, and if nobody came out here to help with the camera crew and stuff, this wouldn't have been able to be put together.
Okay, that's the end of the game. Do you want this, or do we just throw this?